Shakespeare. It's difficult. I've been doing Shakespeare for loads of years, and some people are naturally good at it, like me, and some people take a really long time to learn. I mean, I've got a couple of tips. The important thing about Shakespeare is the way you pronounce the words. So, to be honest, if you have a regional accent, it's probably not going to work out because, well, it's Shakespeare and you need to sound kind of like me. I mean, I might be wrong, but in my experience, people have said that, and at first I thought that was ridiculous, but it is true. So if you've got a regional accent, maybe try something more modern, a bit less challenging. I'm going to take you through some exercises. I'm going to perform as Rosalind from As You Like It. She's one of my favourite parts, and I did this monologue to get into drama school. And if I'd have got in, I probably would have been Rosalind in the final year, because people said I was good. The first tip, you might want to buy yourself a copy of the complete works of Shakespeare. I've got one here. I mean, any size is good, but I like to have the big size because people take you more seriously. I'm reciting the months. That gets the tongue root right out there. That's a tip that I learnt from a very good actor once. And then to get another tongue exercise, and then we're going to talk like this, because actually Shakespeare is always best when you speak like this. So just rub your jaw a little bit. Get it all open and loose and limber and ready to work properly. Okay, because when you're acting, you need to be thinking about the emotions behind what you're saying rather than your tongue getting caught in the back of your mouth. So, do the exercises. I know you might think that you look really silly when you do those exercises, but you'll look more silly when you can't pronounce the word doth in a Shakespeare monologue. Okay, so this is Rosalind from As You Like It, and in this scene, Rosalind, just before I start actually, I should make it quite clear that when you do a Shakespeare monologue, if you take it out of the play and you're doing it just as a monologue, you must know who you're talking to and who has just spoken to you and exactly what position your character is in that moment, so that you can find loads of truth. So we've done the warm-ups. Anyway, in this scene, Rosalind is talking to Phoebe, a sort of ugly shepherdess, and Silvius, a shepherd that is in love with Phoebe. And Phoebe has just told Silvius to fuck off, essentially. And Rosalind doesn't understand why. Okay, so see there, I have a really good understanding of what is happening. And why, I pray you? Who might be your mother that you insult, exalt, and all at once over the wretched? What? Though you have no beauty, as by my faith I see no more in you than without candle may go dark to bed. Must you be therefore proud and pitiless? Why? What means this? Why do you look on me? I see no more in you than in the ordinary of nature's sail work. Odds my little life, I think she means to tangle my eyes too. No, faith, proud mistress, hope not after it. 'Tis not your black, your inky brow, your black silk hair, your bugle eyeballs, nor your cheek of cream that can entame my spirits to your worship. Oh, you foolish shepherd, wherefore do you follow her like foggy south, puffing with wind and rain? You are 1,000 times a properer man than she a woman. 'Tis such fools as you that make the world full of ill-favoured children. 'Tis not your glass, 'tis not her glass, but you that flatters her, and out of you she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her. But, mistress, know yourself. Down on your knees, and thank heaven. Fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you friendly in your ear. Sell while you can. You're not for all markets. Cry the man mercy. Love him. Take his offer. Foul is most foul, being foul to be a scoffer. Beautiful words. So take her to thee, shepherd. Fare thee well. That is a really difficult speech to learn. So, whilst I made it look easy, I think the important thing that when you're starting out with Shakespeare is that you pick a speech that's a little bit shorter, so fewer words that you have to think about, and because it's really bad when someone gets a really great Shakespeare monologue like I just did and they make it something that's just not real, that's not believable. I mean, I think what you would have seen when I performed was how convinced I was that there was those two people in front of me. And a little tip, I did cheat a little bit. I used kind of reference points, because I have some cards stuck up here on my wall. So, I mean, I used this one for Phoebe, and I think that's good because that's Dolly Parton, and she looks kind of like a tramp, or she said she's got this funny joke about looking like a tramp. And then I used this guy for Silvius. So I mean, although they don't look like the characters are supposed to look in the play, what was helping was that I was able to believe that there were those two people in the room, and I was able to make eye contact with them and connect with them. And that is the most important thing when you're doing Shakespeare. So let's break down what I just did. How did I act that and make it seem so real and convincing? Well, what I've got here is the words of the monologue written down, which obviously I didn't use when I was performing because I know them off by heart. But let's go through a few lines and see how a normal person would do the line and how a good Shakespearean actress or actor would do the line. And you can observe at home what I do differently. So we'll take the first line, as a normal person. And why, I pray you, who might be your mother, that you insult, exalt, and all at once over the wretched? Not great, was it? This is how I would do it, as a professional. And why, I pray you, who might be your mother, that you insult, exalt, and all at once over the wretched? You'll notice then I really pronounced every single word. And I opened my eyes a bit wider because that usually shows anger and intent. Try it. So I'll fill you in with some more tips in my next video. I hope you feel like you're more comfortable with Shakespeare now, and I hope you can be as successful as I have been with it.